Greetings, I'm Steve and welcome to another lesson in Ielts. In today's lesson we're going to talk about accommodation and transport. These two topics are likely to appear in any part of the Ielts speaking test. Questions about accommodation are usually focused on the kind of building you're living in and the type of accommodation you want to have. Questions about transport, on the other hand, requires talking about the means of transportation in the city, traffic, and the reasons for traffic congestion and infrastructures built to ease traffic congestion. Other than that, questions regarding what the government should do or have done to solve the problems of traffic and/or accommodation may also be asked. The Ielts speaking test measures your fluency in English. Most questions are designed to let you speak extensively, so the examiner can assess how well you can communicate, which is why expanding your answer is a must. A key skill that will be discussed in this lesson is your ability to lengthen your answer. Answer length varies in every question. Most questions demand long answers, but some questions can also be answered using short responses. However, keep in mind that providing a short answer does not mean only supporting your main point with one simple sentence. The interview part takes about 4 to 5 minutes with a maximum of 12 questions. Usually, if you're giving good and extensive answers, you may be asked around 5 to 7 questions only. It doesn't matter how many sentences you give in your answers, as long as you answer the questions directly and accurately. In addition, remember to vary your sentence structure in every answer to get a high score for grammatical range and accuracy. Now let's look at some questions about accommodation and transport. This question is usually used as an introduction to the topic of transportation. To answer this question, you'll need to talk about at least one means of transportation that you use. You might also need to give a reason why you use this type of transportation. Therefore, this question can be answered briefly. Do not try to tell a story, just talk about what you rode to get to the test centre and why you chose it. This is a common question about accommodation, which requires a quite detailed description. To answer this question, you may talk about the building you live in, or your neighbourhood, or both. The answer for this question is longer compared to other questions. Some questions require a long answer, but some can be given precise short answers. Look at these examples. My neighbourhood is situated near a busy intersection, so a lot of cars pass by all the time. It's a little hectic in the mornings with all the noise and such, but come afternoon, everything settles down. The first thing that people notice when they go there are the family-owned restaurants, which mostly exist alongside commercial buildings. My favourite place would have to be St. Mark's Bistro behind the local grocer, because they serve the best burgers in the neighbourhood. Here's another sample question and its answer. In most cases, it doesn't affect me to the point that it ends up being problematic. I do my best to wake up as early as I can to avoid the rush. If I do end up getting caught in traffic, I often get off at the nearest road and huff it to school because I don't want to be late. It is notable that sample question 1 has a longer answer because a detailed description was given. On the other hand, sample question 2 was given a short but detailed answer. To wrap up, the answer length depends on the question. Some questions require brief answers only, but some require long answers. I hope you enjoyed our discussion today. Continue practicing and I'll see you next time.